Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Okay, if you have been loving the Dramageddon 2 revisits, then I have some great news for you. Enough of you have wanted it, and I'm willing to do it because I find it interesting, and I've really been loving doing these. We are going to deep dive Dramageddon 1. Now, Dramageddon 1 is arguably 10 times messier than Dramageddon 2. It was also during a time period for, like, beauty gurus and stuff that I was not involved in. Like, I was not watching these videos in this moment whenever it was happening, whereas with Dramageddon 2, I was. And also with Dramageddon 1, there were so many more players at hand and so many more opinions than, you know, just Shane, Taddy, James, you know what I mean? So this one's really messy. So I'm also going to be watching a lot of videos for the first time with you. I'm also going to be diving into this with like a perspective on if you do not know what we're talking about, then I'm also there with you. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response to the Dramageddon 2. And I'm going to be making new drama videos on current topics as well, throwing them in between doing these. But people are enjoying this and I'm enjoying doing it. So let's do it. Okay, I want to remind you, by the way, of the second channel, or hello, well, I do have a second channel, but I want to remind you of my P.O. box. I'm sending signed art cards to every single person who writes to me, and that is right there. But anyways, okay, so with Dramageddon, I have a bunch of videos in this playlist. It starts with Jeffree Star racism. It has Jeffree Star Snapchat rants, Laura Lee's apology, Jeffree Star dragging Laura Lee, Manny MUA, Laura Lee again, Shane and Jeffree. Like, it was just, there was a lot of players in this one. So we're going to go through it. But I find this online whenever I typed in Dramageddon 1, and this person has done like a recap of Dramageddon, like the background information that you need, and this is perfect for me. So we're going to go through this together. Now, my opinion on Dramageddon 1 is that, so basically, it was during a time period when creators were in the beauty space were really benefiting off of collaborations. So the people that we're seeing right here in this photo, Manny MUA, Gabriel Zamora, Jeffree Star, Nikita Dragun, and Laura Lee. Now, these people would often go on brand trips together, and, you know, they would really benefit off of promoting each other to all of their different audiences. And the person out of all of this that benefited the most was actually Jeffree Star. Now, you would think it would be the opposite because Jeffree had a considerably larger audience than the rest of them. However, Jeffree Star was riddled with controversy and riddled with unpopularness, whereas the other ones in this, specifically the first couple of years, were liked a lot more than Jeffree, at least. And so Jeffree really benefited from their audiences seeing this new side of Jeffree that we see every couple fucking months, where he rebrands. So Jeffree was actually the one that benefited equally in this. A lot of people like to rewrite history and say that, oh, these people needed Jeffree. Arguably the same thing with Shane Dawson. Jeffree Star needed these people. Like, he needed these people. And obviously they benefited off of him as well, but they were really the thing that kind of started changing his reputation in the drama sphere because people really didn't fuck with him. Anyways, so let's get to this. This is from the Real Hilton Bimbo Couture fashion blog. Okay, today we're going to talk about YouTube's beauty community falling apart with an explosive feud called Dramageddon. 4 beauty YouTubers became hugely popular thanks to their perceived public friendship. Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, and Nikita Dragun were 4 of the biggest beauty gurus in 2017. So this is when this happened, and then Dramageddon 2 was 2019. They used to collaborate on each other's channels regularly, building up each other's names and brands in the beauty world. Jeffree, Manny, and Laura, in particular, were often spotted hanging out with each other. And here we see Jeffree, Manny, and Laura. Now, here's the thing as well. Jeffree also helped their careers at the same time. Manny MUA was kind of generally disliked on the internet during this time because he was seen as a social climber, and he was seen as, you know, he would just murr the opinions of everyone around him. And there were so many compilations. I remember seeing them where it would be Manny MUA copying Jeffree Star for 20 minutes, or, you know, and it would be these awkward, I wonder if I can even pull them up because they were awkward. They were really awkward. Oh, by the way, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you're not. Over 70% of people who regularly watch my YouTube content are not subscribed. I know a lot of people don't know if they are, or, you know, like not like you watch channels without being subscribed, please consider. It's a really, really, really big help to the channel. All right. Manny MUA copying Jeffree Star. I just want to pull one of these up just for, okay, literally there are so many of these videos. All right. So okay. So we have like Manny MUA repeating what Jeffree Star says for 1 minute. Shane Dawson and Jeffree in their videos just to actually make fun of Manny for doing this. Manny's made videos. He just genuinely came across as not having necessarily his own opinion and just kind of needing Jeffree. Hi guys. Jeffree looks crazy in some of these clips. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to watch this just to prove the point. This is from Amanda, Manny MUA repeating Jeffree Star for 5 minutes straight.
Hi guys, what's up?
Hi guys.
Oh wait, this is actually from Shook. This must be a re-upload.
Get a Valium, get an Adderall.
Get Adderall,
It's a little too streaky for me.
It's streaky.
I'm highlighting my chin right now, like I'm just feeling myself.
A little bit on the chin.
A lot of stuff's hype, right?
A lot of it's hype.
Flawless. Like maybe a hint of rose.
Actually, yeah. It's rose.
I'm just freelancing.
Oh my God. Like, I remember whenever I started like seeing their collabs pop up, the reason I didn't like them was because Manny just like was such an ass kiss to me, and it like even back then it really, really, really bothered me.
Freelance. These bitches. Are you living?
I'm living.
It was way more challenging than I thought it would.
Jeffree's makeup is crazy here.
way harder than I thought it was gonna be.
We're just gonna go barefaced in.
Barefaced, yeah.
Okay, listen.
Listen.
I definitely feel a little moisturizing.
I do too. I feel like a little bit more moisturized.
A little bit.
This is so fucking irritating if someone does this to you, but I'm pretty sure Jeffree probably loved this because it's someone just like, you know, so... I actually do want to react to the Manny video.
Hey guys.
Hey! God. Hey! Jesus Christ, that's a big smile. I actually want to react to that as well. We may as well deep dive into everything. But I'm sure Jeffree loved this because, like, he was being agreed with, you know, all the time. Just all the time. Like, that's literally what Manny would do. That's what Manny would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're different.
We paraphrase. It's gonna stimulate you. You might come, and there's a lot of magnet. Just for reference.
Just for reference.
There's a lot of shit here.
A lot.
You didn't know what to
you were
expect.
intimidating.
Yeah.
You just don't know what to expect.
Buying some more shades.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna buy some more too.
It appears sculpted and sexy.
Mine are sculpted and sexy.
Different answer.
we had different answers.
This is intense.
No, it's intense.
It's really blinding.
It's blinding.
They're like, alright, sit in our eyes.
Yeah, sit in our eyes.
Third time dipping in. Oh.
Me too, third time dipping in.
It's so bad. Like, this is why, like, Manny was not liked on the internet during this time because, like, he just would, again, mirror the person he's with's personality, and people really never felt a sense of, like, they never really knew Manny, you know what I mean? Like, they would know Manny if he was collabing with someone or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it was very, very, very different, but oh my goodness gracious, this video is so cringy, and if someone ever made a video of this, like me, and I did this, I would be humiliated.
Crazy things.
Funny ass.
Crazy shit.
If we're gonna do this, we gotta take it there.
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna take it there.
And I'm so honored and happy that it's with you.
We
didn't know this, by the way. This is not planned.
This is not planned. Like
$20 retail.
$20.
Cake-like.
It's cakey.
It's cute.
It's cute.
And I use a lot, so like that.
I use a lot.
Really lightweight.
So lightweight.
$32.
$32.
All right, we're doing a little Cupid's bow.
Cupid's bow.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
It happens.
It happens.
If you've seen the Coke bottle.
Yeah, there's what, Coke bottle.
We're just gonna take turns.
Yeah, we're
so
turns.
I'm gonna everything leaks online nowadays.
Oh, everything.
And literally any skin tone.
Any skin tone. Because
everyone uses it.
Everyone
That's
uses
why. One negative for me. Everything else is great.
Everything else is great. Yeah.
Is ColourPop.
ColourPop.
I've never looked this bad.
No, never.
No. So sorry, skin.
I'm so sorry.
The packaging alone,
Oh yeah, and they released a collab together, and I'm pretty sure there was drama with the collab, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For the moment, I'm just so embarrassed on Manny's behalf.
She tried.
She tried it.
Here I'm soaking in.
So it's soaked.
It feels tight.
Soaked.
It was really fun.
It was actually really, really fun.
Which is so cool.
It's so cool.
Yay! We went out of our comfort zone.
Jumped out of our comfort zone.
Very SPF-y, like sunscreen.
SPF.
This like a peacock, greeny blue,
It's like a peacock.
teal.
It's like a peacock.
Stay together.
Stay together.
We're all different, obviously.
Yeah, everyone's different.
This is not the worst mask I've ever worn.
No, same.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I feel hydrated, but I could have just
Same.
put on a moisturizer.
Moisturizer, same.
I'm not really into that.
Same.
My cups are so sore.
So sore.
We've hung out a few times.
Yeah, a few times.
She's pigmented.
This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. This is humiliating. Now, the others involved, Gabriel, Laura Lee, Nikita Dragon, they all did this too, but it was very different. Like, Manny was like a lapdog for Jeffree, which is why Manny being involved in trying to like take Jeffree down during this Dramageddon one, people sided with Jeffree because they were already annoyed with Manny as it is. But oh my God, why is this compilation 5 minutes long? And yes, I'm going to continue watching it because I just think it's so embarrassing.
Oh my God, it's literally so pigmented.
The Shooketh palette comes out this fall. Okay, mascara.
Mascara.
The lips are drying.
Lips are drying.
We're setting.
Wait,
Manny has 0. He's
none.
a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
I
You
am
know what?
so glowing already. I'm like,
No, literally, like glow.
I haven't in a cold, sterile studio.
Sterile.
So I thought we just, which I
It'd
think
be
is
boring.
amazing.
It's amazing.
I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave you. I'm like,
I don't wanna leave
no.
you.
If love comes, it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
We are gonna be unfiltered, and we're gonna just keep it real as usual. Coco K.
Coco K.
I didn't like really love how wet it was. It was like
No, I
crazy.
literally hated how
And
wet it
even though it
was.
said shove it all the way in there.
Perfect. So we just literally just shove the sponge in.
Okay, are we doing mascara?
Mascara.
This is a lot. This is a lot, you guys.
That's
I guess
a fucking lot.
Okay, it cauterized
The ends.
I'm loving this.
This must have been so exhausting for Manny. Do you think he realized he was doing it?
We're terrified.
Terrified.
Adore Cosmetics has some crazy shit, you guys.
Crazy.
I feel like everyone has one now. right?
Everyone.
I'm actually gonna keep my eyes closed.
Jeffree looks terrifying in these clips.
Like unicorn, very Estee Lauder. That's a whole nother video.
Yeah, that's a whole
Okay,
other
so
situation.
we love you so
We love you
much.
guys so much.
Jeffree looks crazy in these.
Gonna do a finger swatch.
Finger five.
It's not like horrible where I want to die.
It's not horrible, but
I didn't even know it.
I had no idea.
This is so hard.
This is so hard.
Dewy skin
mist.
Was Smashbox. Slept over.
Okay, I've had enough. But anyway, you get the point. In May 2017, Manny called Jeffree his bestie when he did makeup in a joint video. Jeffree also commented under a video of him and Laura in July 2017, so 2 months later, saying, "I always have the best time filming with Laura." Their audiences perceived them to be friends, and they were able to grow their channels in part thanks to the cross-promotion across audiences. Now, the beauty guru community was obviously a lot bigger back then, but also collabs were such a big thing. Collabs have always been a big thing on YouTube, but during this time period, it was very big. I actually don't know if collabs are that big nowadays. I think people just enjoy kind of like someone like talking, you know what I mean, on their own. Well, I mean, maybe back and forth podcasts actually. Throughout 2017, it appeared that the friendship had begun to deteriorate. Some onlookers believed the trio started to break apart when Manny, Nikita Dragon, and Laura Lee started replacing Jeffree Star with Gabriel Zamora, another beauty YouTuber, in the latter half of the year. Now, it's also important to note that during this time, what I do know is that Manny, Gabriel, and Laura were getting ripped to shit by their audience because they were saying, like, why are you friends with someone who's done this? Why are you friends with someone who's tweeted this? Jeffree's done this in a video. You stand by that. So they then started to, use that against Jeffree. And then that's whenever all of their problematic stuff came out as well. So they, spoke too soon. And then their audience realized that they're, equally as bad as Jeffree. So basically, they started replacing Jeffree with Gabriel Zamora. In November 2017, Jeffree Star tweeted that Laura Lee's soul was pure evil after saying he had removed a lot of negative people from his life. So here we see Jeffree's tweet and it says, "You know nothing about her personality, or you know nothing about her personally. Her soul is pure evil." Okay. Months later, it was Shane Dawson's docuseries about Jeffree Star that refueled the drama. The friendship breakdown wasn't brought back up again until Jeffree Star appeared in a 4-part docuseries with Shane Dawson, known as the King of YouTube, the King of Truth. At the beginning of August 2018, The Secret World of Jeffree Star, which I think I've already reacted to, so we're not going to do that. I think we have, yeah. Which has over 50 million views. Dawson met Star properly for the first time and was shown his ornate mansion and his way of life. Some of these ads are weird. Jeffree Star opened up to Shane Dawson about his past mistakes. There are several videos of Jeffree Star on the internet from the early days of MySpace in the late 2000s, where he would shout aggressive things at people in the street, sometimes and very often using racial slurs. Fellow beauty guru Jackie Aina also accused Jeffree Star of using the N-word in 2017. Jeffree Star apologized for using offensive language in a video called Racism, which is the first video that kicks this all off. Jeffree Star's racist past would arguably become the jumping off point for Dramageddon. So, because Jeffree he had all of these racism allegations against him, he was having to address it. Gabriel Zamora has now fully taken Jeffree's place. So, we'll get to it, but you can see it down there. In Shane Dawson's series, Jeffree Star alluded to his feud with Gabriel Zamora, Laura Lee, Nikita Dragon, all these people. With my ex-friends, people still don't really know what went on, he told Shane Dawson, adding that he was always perceived as the bad guy. A photo tweeted out in August 2018 changed the YouTube beauty landscape forever, which literally it did. Which is crazy. In August 2018, Gabriel Zamora, so the one that Jeffree was replaced with, so that's why it stung even more, tweeted out a photo that would change YouTube history. It showed him, Nikita Dragon, Manny MUA, and Laura Lee giving the camera the middle finger, with the caption, infamously what? Bitch is bitter because without him, we're doing better. Now, the reason this was tweeted was because Jeffree was in so much controversy, specifically dealing with racism and problematic content. So when they had tweeted this, then everyone started digging into their past, and basically 10s across the board, they had all done very problematic things online. So Jeffree comes out the better because Jeffree had already acknowledged Pearly, his racism and problematic things, whereas they hadn't, and they were throwing him under the bus. So Jeffree therefore looked like the better one. And also they all made terrible apologies after this. Bitch is bitter because without him we're doing better. Her story. The caption read, which sent the internet into meltdown. The photo was widely believed to be about Jeffree Star, which obviously we know it was. His fans reacted to the photo, kickstarting what would become known as Dramageddon. The immediate aftermath was ugly as fan bases turned on each other. Fans quickly worked out that Gabriel Zamora's photo caption was aimed at Jeffree Star, which Gabriel Zamora also then since confirmed. Jeffree Star's fans supported him and were angry as they were, perceiving him to be under attack from Gabriel Zamora and the former friends. In response to tweets, Gabriel Zamora said, "Imagine standing a racist. I could never." No. This is what really pushed people over the edge. Because Gabriel Zamora was defending their tweet by being like, "Imagine standing a racist. I could never." Then people started searching for all of their racist content, and oh my god, it existed. Honey, every time I was around him, he would constantly say racist things about black people, he added. But the comment didn't get a positive response. Jeffree Star's followers rushed to his defense and started digging up tweets that the rest of the group had made. Old tweets came back to haunt many of those involved. One unearthed tweet posted to Laura Lee's account in 2012 read, Tip for all the black people, if you pull your pants up, you can run from the police faster. Hashtag you're welcome." In the aftermath, she lost about 500,000 subscribers, over 160,000 in one day, which led to one of the most infamous apology videos of all time, the Laura Lee one. Don't worry, I'm very excited to get to that. Viewers called Laura Lee out and mocked her for heavily editing her video with dozens of jump cuts. We know the video we're talking about. And if you don't know it, just stay tuned. You're in for a treat. Sparking a fascination with YouTube apology video genres, which, is still a thing to this day. So basically, they all then came under fire. In 2012, Gabriel Zamora had also tweeted the N-word, while Nikita Dragon had said in 2012 that she could never, ever imagine being black. All right. Basically, then they started receiving criticism for a Snapchat video where one of them was acting suspicious of an Uber driver who couldn't speak English and then lost about 200,000 subscribers during Dramageddon. In the flurry of backlash, Laura Lee and Gabriel Zamora... Manny. Who's this? No, Zamora. So is this Manny MUA? Is this Manny MUA's surname? Well, okay, obviously his surname is not MUA. Okay. In the flurry of backlash, Lee and I assume Manny, who had initially liked Gabriel Zamora's middle finger tweet, backtracked, and then they said that they hadn't viewed the caption beforehand, which obviously is bullshit. In a video titled My Truth on August 22nd, 2018, Gabriel Zamora said he had felt abandoned by his friends, Laura Lee and Manny MUA, when they hadn't supported him. He also confirmed that the tweet had been aimed at Jeffree Star. He said he had called Jeffree Star to apologize, who had told him the other side of the story of, Jeffree and Manny's friendship breakup. So now Jeffree is like behind the scenes telling people his side of it. At the end of the video, Gabriel Zamora called Manny toxic and said he was cutting him and Laura Lee out of his life. Bum, bum, bum. Dramageddon was one of the first time beauty creators were dramatically cancelled, and drama channels, were covering it. Since then, Manny and Laura have remained friends and they have a podcast together, while Gabriel Zamora hasn't collaborated with either of them since. Laura Lee has built her redemption back up by focusing on beauty and fashion and sharing her experience of adopting her niece. Oh, I didn't know that. Manny MUA spoke out against cancel culture just over a year later in September 2019, calling it toxic and disgusting. So this is in the wake as well of the Bi Sister. In February 2020, he took 2 months off YouTube where he started going to therapy to make sense of what happened. He said he had always considered himself a mentally strong person until he experienced one of probably the worst things he's ever gone through. Many YouTube channels that cover drama on the platform saw huge growth thanks to their coverage of Dramageddon, as fans were desperate to learn more about the feud. Drama YouTuber Dustin Daly, for instance, who's actually revisiting this as well, had many more videos go viral after covering the drama. For a long time, it was shade back and forth, he told insiders, so that's what we reported on. And it was fun. It wasn't like a serious thing. It also marked one of the first times that such popular beauty influencers were dramatically cancelled based on past behavior that viewers perceived to be problematic, but it wasn't the last time we saw something like this. Bum, 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 bum. This tweet is literally herstory. Herstory. God, it's so cringy as well. God, it's just so cringy. Okay, I wanted to do like this kind of background on it because I know a lot of us are familiar with Dramageddon 2. Not a lot of people are familiar with the actual background of Dramageddon 1. They're just aware of the bad apology videos. All right, so I'm going to leave this here and then we're going to come back and we're going to go start doing it order by order. I appreciate you being here. If you're excited for Dramageddon 1, let me know down below. I will see you in my next one, and goodbye.